Guys, welcome back to the channel. Duncan Meter here. Today we have one of my favorite CCWs, the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield. What is the M&P Shield? What does M&P stand for? What caliber is this? What do I think about it? Let's get into that right now. But before we do, if you could just do me a favor, a little housekeeping. I kind of say this every video. Take 1 second, hit the like button if you enjoy this, and hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to get notified when new content is posted. It really helps me, it helps my channel, and it helps to kind of encourage me to keep going making videos. These take a lot of time and effort to produce, to edit, to upload, so I'd appreciate the support. Alright, with that being said, this is chambered in 9mm. Quick safety check here for the channel. I get this question a lot. Is it empty? It is definitely empty. With that being said, this is a 9mm. This also comes in 40. Now, the M&P Shield is the baby version of the full-size M&P. What does M&P stand for? Mighty Powerful? No. Military and Police. It's part of the military and police line from Smith & Wesson. I'm going to go ahead and flip this around here. And it says M&P 9 Shield. I've shot the full-size M&P. Really nice firearm. I liked it so much I went out and I bought the Shield. I have the Shield in 9mm. A lot of people like 40. I am not against 40. I just think 9mm is a little more readily available. It's a little less expensive. And for me, most of my firearms that I carry or that I shoot on a regular basis at the range are 9mm, so I like to standardize my ammo. I don't like having to buy all different types of calibers. As it is, I'm buying like 10 different calibers. I don't want to increase that anymore. From the factory, you get 2 magazines. These are not the 2 you get from the factory. You get an 8-round, which is what these are, and you get a 7-round. The 7-round sits flush here. The 8-round, as you can tell, does not sit flush. I mean, it makes it flush, but it extends the grip. Let's see how much it extends it by. About ½ an inch. So it's about ½ an inch longer if you put the 8-round magazine in here. I will stop myself really quick and say, this was my carry gun for many years, after which I bought the Glock 43, and now I carry the Glock 43. I am a Glock fanboy, full disclosure, but I really do like the M&P Shield. I actually have another video up on my channel. If you guys want to watch it, you might find it helpful. It compares the M&P Shield to the Glock 43. I show different size comparisons, we measure them, we talk a little bit about the difference. Full disclosure, the Glock 43 is slightly smaller than the M&P Shield. However, there are some benefits to the Shield that the Glock doesn't have, such as magazine capacity. We'll talk about that in the other video. If you are interested, please tune in. But back to the M&P Shield. I do like this a lot. This was my carry gun for a long time. It's not a large firearm. Just getting a quick measure on the length here. We're at 6 inches. And with the 8-round magazine in, we're at just under 5 inches, depending on where you measure it. So it is not a large firearm by any stretch. It is not like a Glock 26, which is the baby Glock, and it's kind of thick. It's not big like the 19, and it's not enormous like the 17. A lot smaller than the full-size M&P. I really do like the Shield. This is the first generation of the Shield. They have 2. I'm just going to kind of show you here. I hope you can see this on the camera. If you're looking at it from the top, what kind of separates this from Glocks, which is mostly what I own, there's a hole here. And this hole is so you could see if a round is chambered in the chamber here. And that's actually very useful because, as I've addressed in some other videos, a major area of gun deaths or accidental discharges is people take the magazine out and they think, oh, the gun's unloaded, and they pull the trigger and the gun goes bang. Because what they don't realize is that there's a round in the chamber. The M&P Shield version 2, when you take the magazine out, it does not fire, which I think is an amazing feature, and I kind of wish this one had it. Again, I do not own the second version, but that's what I've been told, and I think that's a great feature. On this particular firearm, I opted for the safety. They do make this without the safety. Personal choice, I like the safety. You engage it, you're not able to pull that trigger. You disengage it, the trigger pulls as normal. A lot of people say, look, safety is a bad thing. You might be needing the firearm in an emergency very quickly, and you're unholstering it, and you might engage the safety. That's possible. I am not disagreeing with you, but I'm telling you, you need to push this to engage it, and you need to push this to disengage it. This is not something that accidentally gets engaged or disengaged. I'd say it is way easier to pull the trigger than to engage or disengage the safety accidentally. Speaking of the trigger, personally I like the Glock trigger better. I like the pull and the brake on the Glock trigger. I'm also more used to the safety in the center of the Glock trigger than the Shield. Doesn't stop me from liking this firearm. I do like it a lot. Like I said, I've carried it for years. That's how much I like it. I'm just personally not a fan of the trigger, but there is nothing wrong with it. I'm just giving my opinion. There is some nice hefty weight to this. When you pick this up, you feel this. This slide is made of metal, and you feel that. In my opinion, this is heavier than the Glock 43. By a long shot. Again, just my opinion. It does not mean it's too heavy to carry. I am not complaining at all about the weight. If anything, I really like the way this feels. When this is in the holster, and I bought this is a DeSantis holster, a leather holster. I really like it. It's an inside the waistband holster, and it's meant for the Shield. It did take some time to break the holster in, but when this is holstered and it's in the waistband, I don't even feel the firearm. I don't even know that I'm carrying it half the time, and I actually have to stop occasionally and just kind of pat where it is and make sure it's still there. Not that it's going anywhere, because this is a very strong clip. But that's my opinion of the Shield. I really like it. I'm a huge fan of it. I have no complaints. Do I like the Glock better? You're going to have to watch my other video to find out. But I would say they're pretty equal firearms. Stock sights, haven't changed anything there. This whole firearm is stock. This is probably now maybe 5 years old. Fired hundreds, if not thousands of rounds through it. No issues, no problems with the magazines. The only issue I've had, and it's not a fault of the gun, occasionally I'll get a fail to eject or a fail to load properly, but I've chalked that up to the ammo. This ammo, which is out here for display, is from Field & Stream. I bought it at Dick's. Full disclosure, I think this is garbage ammo. I would not buy this again. This particular ammo is made by Perfecta, and you can kind of see it on the casing here. But I personally don't like it. When I shoot Winchester White Box, Federal, American Eagle, any of that, I've never had a problem. The only problems I've had out of this firearm is with this Dick's ammo from Field & Stream, made by Perfecta. Not knocking the brand, you guys might have better results. For me, it just didn't seem to work very well. So with that being said, I hope this review has been helpful for some of you guys. If you're looking at the Shield, if you're looking at the Glock 43, I think they're both really good guns. If you prefer a Smith & Wesson over a Glock, maybe get the Shield. If you prefer a Glock over the Smith & Wesson, maybe get the Glock. I like them both, so I bought them both. Obviously, I'm only going to carry one at a time. But as much as I like the Glock, I'm still very loyal to the Shield here. I just like the feel. I like the weight of it. It just feels a little heavier in my hand, which I kind of like. The grip here is also a little bit longer. And obviously, the logo and the design doesn't mean anything. But I really do like how it says M&P 9 Shield right here with the Smith & Wesson logo. I really like the look of that. The Glock doesn't have any of that. Again, not that it matters, but I think it's just this little extra touch that I do kind of like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, leave some comments. Let me know what you think. Give me some opinions. Maybe you carry the Shield, maybe you carry the 43. Let me know what you think is better. Thanks for watching.